Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Screenie. Pawn Stars has been riding the wave of success for 15 amazing seasons, and they're showing no signs of stopping. The History Channel's hit series won over the hearts and minds of millions, but some people are watching it with a grain of salt. Like every other reality show in existence, this one is also guilty of presenting a distorted picture of reality and dramatizing real-life events. Sometimes that's the only way to make a series about 4 guys running a pawn shop appealing to a wider audience. Did producers of Pawn Stars go too far by staging each episode to perfection and completely stripping the show of its authenticity? It's up to you to decide. Now let's take a look at 10 reasons why Pawn Stars is fake. Before we reveal the secrets behind your favorite reality series, don't forget to click the subscribe button for more amazing videos about movies and TV shows you love. Number 10. Pawn Stars don't really work there. If you ever walk into the gold and silver pawn shop expecting to see Chum-Lee and the Harrisons, you'll probably leave disappointed. The show makes it seem like Rick Harrison is the man in charge, but that has nothing to do with reality. Travis Benton is the one managing the store, and as far as he's concerned, it's even better for the stars to stay away. Whenever they show up, visitors at the store go crazy and try to take pictures and videos of Rick and the gang. This wouldn't be a problem anywhere else, but Nevada's privacy laws are pretty strict. If anyone accidentally took a shot of a customer without their permission, the store would be in big trouble. That doesn't mean it's completely impossible to see the Pawn Stars in the flesh. They show up for work every once in a while, but it's not the kind of work we see on TV. The Harrisons are usually hanging out somewhere in a back room, signing autographs for their devoted fans. Don't expect to get one for free, since they usually sell autographed photos for $25. Number 9. Filming is hurting the sales. Part of the reason why world-famous gold and silver pawn shop manager Travis Benton doesn't enjoy having the reality stars around is the impact on their sales. The store has to be closed to the public every time they shoot the show, and it interrupts the business every time. According to Benton, sales can suffer because of the show, especially since he doesn't know when the filming is going to take place. The crew usually informs him what they have planned for the next day around 6 p.m., making it really difficult to plan things beforehand. The pawn shop may be closed more often than you'd expect it to be, but that doesn't mean it's going out of business anytime soon. The Harrisons don't have to worry about the sales because they make millions filming the show and selling merch associated to it. Their celebrity status is a bigger moneymaker than any of the items at the store. Number 8. Sellers are coached how to act. Anyone who thinks sellers on Pawn Stars are average Joes who just happen to walk into the store is completely wrong. Just like every other reality show, the History Channel's hit series is no stranger to taking creative liberties and bending the truth. Before they appear on camera, sellers are coached how to act so they would seem as natural as possible. Unfortunately, this doesn't work every time. According to one of the shop employees, Rocco Landy, some of the items were cut from the show because the sellers couldn't pull it together on camera. This doesn't happen very often since the creators of the show do their best to help them feel comfortable. Whenever someone has a great item to sell but appears nervous on film, they're ready to give them several tries before making the situation seem legit. It may sound fake, but at least it makes it feel more genuine than using trained actors instead. Number 7. All items are vetted beforehand. Dozens of items are pawned at the store every day, and it wouldn't make sense to show them all. After being on air for 15 seasons, Pawn Stars have to carefully pick the ones worthy of appearing on screen so they wouldn't be too repetitive. Sellers are coached how to act after their item is deemed possible TV material, and the negotiation process is completely staged. Watching the show makes it seem like the guys working at the store are these amazing experts who constantly impress us with their knowledge. But are they really that smart? According to executive producer Brent Montgomery, screenwriters are feeding the characters organic information, and that's the main reason why it seems like they know everything about everything. Prices are also arranged off camera, because producers want to make sure people will actually sell their items at a reasonable price. That makes sense, but still comes as a disappointment to anyone who ever enjoyed watching the tense negotiations between Rick Harrison and seemingly naive customers. Number 6. Firing people for dramatic effect. Olivia Black was probably one of the most controversial cast members to ever appear on Pawn Stars. She was canned from the show after some of the racy photos she took while modeling for Suicide Girls resurfaced, but Rick Harrison claimed he had nothing to do with her firing. The big boss said Black can do whatever she wants in her personal life and that she was only kicked out because the production company didn't want her there. Black claims she was fired in front of the cameras and kept on working at the store for a while. There were rumors flying around about her alleged lawsuit against producers, but it's never seen the light of day. She openly petitioned to return to the show and tried to prove the production company her fans will support her no matter what. Despite her best attempts, the History Channel didn't welcome her with open arms, and she left the job at the store a few months later. Number 5. Blatant product placement. Did you ever feel like heading to your local Subway right after watching an episode of Pawn Stars? If your answer is yes, you're not the only one. The stars of this show talk about Subway sandwiches more often than any person alive. And it's not just a coincidence. The popular fast food chain is one of their biggest sponsors, and that's the main reason why the viewers have to see a Subway wrapper sitting around every time they watch the show. It isn't one of the most important things Pawn Stars lied to us about, but it would still be pretty disappointing if you spotted the Harrisons at McDonald's or Taco Bell. Number 4. Experts are hired by the producers. The Harrisons aren't able to correctly appraise every item coming into the store, but they have dozens of experts willing to help them out. It seems like they're super friendly with each one of them, but at the very beginning, most of their buddies were complete strangers. They aren't people the Harrisons knew beforehand and asked them to join on this exciting adventure. Cast members such as Jesse Amoroso and Mark Hall Patton were actually hired by the producers, who put a lot of effort into looking for the experts who are suitable for TV. This arrangement is mutually beneficial because each of the guest stars gets to promote their businesses for free. Number 3. Merch is not shown on camera. The days when the gold and silver pawn shop makes most of its money by selling pawned items are long gone. In addition to making millions from turning their lives into a reality show, the guys are also profiting from selling merchandise connected to the hit series. Dozens of tourists leave the premises with one of the Chum-Li t-shirts every day. But if you've only seen the store on TV, you wouldn't even know they exist. Despite the fact it's one of the biggest moneymakers sold at the store, merchandise is rarely shown. The cameras are deliberately angled away from the area where it's displayed because the show wouldn't seem genuine if the viewers had to look at it all the time. It stands as a constant reminder the Harrisons and Chum-Li aren't just regular guys running a pawn shop, but full-blown celebrities. Most viewers already know that, but they can at least labor under the illusion that some of this is real if merchandise is hidden away. Number 2. Most employees are excluded. If everything we see on TV was completely authentic, that would mean the most popular pawn store in the world is ran by 4 guys and dozens of experts who don't have ties to the store, but occasionally give them advice. That has nothing to do with reality. Back when they started filming the show, the Harrisons had around 10 employees and decided one of them should join them on their path to stardom. They ended up picking Chum-Li, and in the end, it turned out to be a good choice since he became a fan favorite. Chum-Li accepted the gig because he knew these guys his whole life, and his inclusion felt natural, since they could all do things they normally do, while making millions in the process. He looks more natural on camera than the rest of the guys, and that's what sealed the deal. Staff of the world-famous gold and silver pawn shop have even more employees now than it did in the beginning, but when you watch the show, it still looks like a family business. Number 1. Customers are mostly tourists. The show makes it seem like every person coming into the store is there to sell something, but that's far from the truth. They're mostly there to see how the world-famous gold and silver pawn shop looks like in person after watching it on TV for so many years. The store became a full-blown tourist attraction, and Rick Harrison even bragged it gets more visitors than Hoover Dam, around 5,000 a day to be exact. Visiting the shop also feels like a tourist experience because it gives visitors a lot to see. Some of them spend hours looking over the old artifacts the Harrisons have acquired over the years, including the ones that were once featured on the show. They even have to wait in a long queue and hope they'll catch a glimpse of the Pawn Stars, but usually end up disappointed because they're nowhere to be found. Thank you very much for watching today's video. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more amazing content, and don't forget to check out one of the other 2 videos on the screen.